Jaron, is yours on?
First wedding I've done where the bride and groom have been wired.
Let everybody know.
Watching too much TV. Alicia and Jaron, you don't need me to tell you how wonderful this day is and how special this moment is in your lives. But I want to tell you how special it is for me to have the opportunity to celebrate it with you and with your family, with your children, and all of your friends, so many of your friends. I remember on our 10th anniversary saying to Shirley, I want to be remarried because I want our children to see how much we love each other. And we didn't do it on our 10th anniversary because there was a death in the family, so we waited for our 11th anniversary. And we called our rabbi in Detroit, and he came in and he did the ceremony, and we had about 20 people in the basement of our house, and it was a lovely ceremony. And the kids were there. And the kids are here. And it's wonderful for them to be able to see the love that you share with one another. But it's more than love as so many people understand it. It's not just the love of one person for another, which is in itself a deep and rich and wonderful experience. It's the love of so many different values that you share together, so many experiences that you share together, so many ways in which you are still each your own individual, and yet together you bring so much to one another and enhance one another. You stand today underneath this trellis, symbolic of the chuppah, the overdwelling presence of God, and your friends have adorned it with crystals that give it an even greater significance and more beauty and more prominence in your lives. And each of these 4 poles represents an aspect of your lives. One pole represents you, Alicia, in terms of your dreams and your hopes. And one for you, Jaron, your dreams and your hopes, and one for both of you, for the dreams and hopes you somewhat shared together and the ones you continue to develop together. And let the 4th one be representative of dreams, hopes, promises, ambitions, desires that neither of you have even thought of yet, but will come to you as you live together and love together and grow together and create and recreate and bring this beautiful family together in so many ways. Today you will exchange rings. We'll also use the ceremonial wedding ring. The ceremonial wedding ring, which I hold up here, traditionally in the Jewish community in Europe, when nobody could afford a ring, the community owned a ring. And the groom would put it on the bride's finger, and thereby she would have a ring for her wedding. I think you know some people where you can get rings. But I will tell you this one was polished at Siegel Jewelry. And after the wedding, the ring went back to the community. When you place this ring on Alicia's finger, you'll be making a different vow than the vow you traditionally make to one another. This is the vow that we make to you. This is a vow that we who are here and some who could not be here, saying to you, you've made a commitment to one another, we're making a commitment to both of you too. We are here to do whatever we can to make this relationship go forward in richness and in health, in love, prosperity, all that's good. Do you have a ring? Is the security guy here?
Yeah. Top secret security.
Nobody's letting go of it.
Jaron, as you place this ring on Alicia's finger, Please repeat these words. Harayat,
Harayat,
Mekudeshet li,
Mekudeshet li,
Bataba'at zo,
Bataba'at zo,
Kedat Moshe,
Kedat Moshe,
V'Yisrael.
V'Yisrael.
Be consecrated to me as my wife,
Be consecrated to me as my wife,
according to the people of Israel,
according to the people of Israel,
all the traditions of love,
all the traditions of love,
and all the values we share together.
and all the values we share together.
And Alicia, you have a ring?
Will soon.
As you place this ring on Jaron's finger, please repeat these words. Harayata,
Harayata,
Mekudash li,
Maksudashli,
Bataba'at zo,
Latava'atzo,
Kedat Moshe,
Didat Moshe,
V'Yisrael.
V'Yisrael.
V'Yisrael. Be consecrated to me
Be consecrated to me,
as my husband, according to the laws of Israel,
according to the laws of Israel,
all the traditions of love,
all the traditions of
and all the ways in which we can grow and mature together.
love, and all the ways in which we can grow and mature.
Jaron, I hand you this ring to put on this finger on Alicia's hand. This is the community ring that I spoke of. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam v'kadesh chatan v'kala. Blessed are you, O God of the universe, who blesses the bride and the groom. This is a replica of a temple, replica actually of a Moorish type of temple. So we have many traditions blended here, as there are many traditions blended in your relationship and among your family and friends. And it is saying that all of us here love you, stand with you, want you to succeed in every way possible. And you are now part of the community in a new way. And we are part of you in a new way. At the end of the ceremony, we will take this glass, and I will put it under your foot, Jaron, to break. And it has a number of symbolic interpretations. One is that in the ancient days, one of the things evil spirits would like to do was to come to weddings and to make mischief at weddings. So when the groom would step on the glass, it would scare them away. One of the other interpretations is that you, representing yourself and Alicia, are putting down your foot. And you are saying, this is it. We are committed to one another, we love one another, we have a family together, and we will grow together more and more and more. I say to you now, Yivarechecha Adonai v'yishmerecha. May God bless you and keep you. Ya'er Adonai panav v'kunecha. May God lift up God's countenance upon you and be gracious unto you. Yisa Adonai panav v'yasem lacha shalom atah v'adolam. May God lift up God's countenance upon you and grant you health and peace, strength and love. Always.
Amen.
Amen. Will someone hold the mic on the guitar?
Just in case.
Yeah. Thank you.
So there's some words you can sing with us if you can catch on. There's sometimes love is a bird, sometimes love is a tree, sometimes love is a flower, sometimes love is a seed. So you just have to remember bird, tree, flower, seed.
Mm-hmm.
Got it?
Yeah.
Okay. A little complicated, but Join in as you get it. Well, actually, don't join in until the very end. And I'll like wait for something. I don't know.
You're done.
Sometimes love is a bird, sometimes love is a tree, sometimes love is a flower, sometimes love is a seed. Higher, flying high, grow tall, rising all that you can be. Love is gathering the sun and rain at every opportunity. Compels us to sing and tells us to let freedom ring. Love is the expression, potential within everything. The four-letter word with the highest meaning. Love.
Sometimes love is a bird.
Sometimes love is a tree. Sometimes love is a flower. Sometimes love is a seed. Lefami mahava is for. Lefami mahava aim. Lefami mahava pera.
Sometimes love is a bird. Sorry.
It's a rock. Sometimes love is a bird.
From the top.
Sometimes love is a bird.
Join us.
Sometimes love is a tree. Sometimes love is a flower. Sometimes love is a seed. Sometimes love is a bird. Sometimes love is a tree. Sometimes love is a flower. Sometimes love is a seed.
Now we ask a special blessing from a friend and my new friend Muhammad.
I first met these two at a Sufi retreat, and one of my first memories of you was overhearing you in the parking lot saying to this woman here, "I love being in love with you."
Oh.
And I thought, oh boy, he's drunk the Kool-Aid. He's in deep. And you know, I didn't get to see you two very often during this whole adventure, but I got to see the highlights, and it's just been really beautiful. And I was thinking on the way here, Sheikh Noor, my first Sufi teacher, once described marriage as a rock tumbler. And he said, it's the banging together that polishes you and makes you shine. So that when you have those moments that every relationship has, you could look at it as an obstacle, or you could look at it as we're getting rid of anything that keeps us from being as close as possible. So that's really my wish for you two, that, you know, anything that comes, you just see it as, how is this God bringing us closer together? How is this God getting us outside of something we were thinking or holding back? And that you just continue to go deeper and deeper into this wonderful love you share. And as you were saying earlier, you know, they say it takes a village to raise a child, and I think it really takes a village to raise everybody. You know, 'cause we never fully grow up. You know, we're always working on it. So it's wonderful that you have such a large community of friends, and these are just the ones here, you know, that are, you know, there to give you advice, love, support in any way possible. So that's my wish for you too. Ooh.
No. Thank you.
I want to hold up this beautiful ketubah.
Nice,
You can see how beautiful it is, and it was made by your cousin Naomi, and it's gorgeous.
Yeah.
And it says peace in Hebrew and in Sanskrit. Is that what it is? On this day of great celebration and joy, we will create a home built on the 7th day of September. Oh, I'm reading it the wrong way. On this day of great celebration and joy, on the 7th day of September in the year 2019, in the Michigan community, the Holy Covenant of Marriage was entered into between the bride, Alicia Dawn Smith, and groom, Jaron Arthur Siegel. Surrounded by family and friends, we affirm our commitment to each other as husband and wife. On this day, we pledge to honor our vibrant love, to nurture and protect it. Our lives, enriched by our unique traditions and faiths, will embody trust, constancy, and compromise. We are two individuals becoming one couple, two families becoming one shared family, two pasts becoming one shared future. We will cherish and sustain each other, meeting life's trials with quiet strength and courage, and embracing life's blessings with wonder, joy, and laughter. We will create a home built on the foundations of our traditions and nurtured by the values of our family. May there be peace in our home. May we be blessed with good fortune, health, and happiness. And may our devotion ennoble us. Our sacred covenant is valid and binding. And then following the ceremony, you will sign and I will sign. Some of you received programs when you came in. If you have it, there is a piece on the back, a poetic piece that I would like to read with you. I will read the first part, and I'm asking you to respond with the second lines. Levi, you're taking my time. The poet has written that those who know true love can see both joy and sadness in the eyes of their beloved. We say together, may Jaron and Alicia always see and respond to such joy and sadness. The poet said, to love is to hear the pain where there is no sound, and to feel passion where there are no words. May Jaron and Alicia's pain be lessened by one another, and may their passion for one another and for life know no bounds. We have been taught that a simple flower plucked from the heart can fill an unseen human emptiness. May flowers bloom where Jaron and Alicia walk. Marriage is a journey within journeys. Where and how we begin is a decision. Where we go and with whom is a constant choice. May Alicia and Jaron walk along an enriching path filled with the joy of children and family and friends. With them, may we all know the peace that has no cost and value beyond one life. May this be our personal mantra, our prayer, and our journey. Amen.
Amen.
This is the glass that I'm giving to you, Jaron, to break, representing the commitment that you are making to one another. One of the interpretations is that marriage is very fragile, and once it is cracked, often it cannot be put back together. Yours is fragile because love is fragile. Yours is fragile because caring and nurturing is fragile, but not because of exterior forces. You are wholesome as individuals and together, and you have already endured much. May this breaking be a commitment of a break from what was not good of the past and all that is good in the future.
You guys are supposed to be throwing grass seed at us.
There's a
All right, so here's the deal, everybody.
Hi.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So Jaron and Alicia are going to take a little moment in their love nest up here that they've created together. And so we're going to give them that moment. We're all going to grab our seats and bring them up this way so we can get all the chairs cleared out of there so they can get their pictures down there. And we're going to gnash and drink and have an open mic up here.
Oh.
Let's
not
just
that
quit watching
slippery.
that way and the show's this way now.
No, but we have the grass seed. They want us to
Oh,
grass seed.
throw some grass seeds.
There's grass seeds near at the end of the road. There's grass seeds. Before you go, take a handful and throw them.
Right down by you, under your chair.
Okay.
The idea of
Yeah.
the grass seed is to spread it around here and in other places. We don't want to throw grass seed on the bride and groom. But if you can spread it around your